right, it's time for Random Rush. You know what that means. I listen to Limbaugh randomly for 60 seconds, and I respond in 90. It is now 12:13 p.m. East Coast time. He's just started his show, I guess, so let's check it out.
They don't become the same problem that we're currently having in the Middle East. There'll be terrorists a generation from now. And this is, remember now, AP says immigration is a non-factor. And it's just amazing how it's disappeared. It has nothing to do, and will have nothing to do with the House races in November. And now this guy, a state representative in Iowa, Pat Murphy, seeking a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives. So we better grant these kids amnesty, because if we don't, what he's essentially saying is, if we don't grant them amnesty, they're going to get so mad, they're going to become terrorists. And we don't want them to become terrorists. So we better give them health care, and we better give them citizenship, and we better give them welfare, and we better take care of them like they're our own children and like they are our own grandchildren. Otherwise, they're going to become terrorists. You think I'm making this up now? This is certifiable proof that some Democrats in Iowa are insane.
All right, there's Rush Limbaugh talking about immigration. Now, I don't know what he's referring to here specifically, but Rush Limbaugh has been arguing for a long time that any Republican that wants to grant asylum to these kids at the border who are seeking a refugee status, they are misguided, because this is not going to affect politics. It's not going to hurt the Republican Party. Now, Rush Limbaugh is one of the only people who argues that somehow the Republican Party can be successful going forward in the future by denying the humanity of people simply because they're brown-skinned. But that's not the reason why we should grant asylum and teach these kids and show some respect to these kids who are showing up as refugees. Report from the LA Times. At least 10 kids who have been sent back, at least 5, perhaps as many as 10 of 42 children slain in one Honduran city since February, had been recently deported from the U.S. These kids, this is a refugee crisis at the border. And then I don't know what Limbaugh was talking. Maybe he was talking about the DREAM Act kids. These are kids who only know America as their home, who are productive citizens. There's no reason why they shouldn't be here, but for the fact that they're not the color Rush Limbaugh wants them to be. And his best argument about that is it won't have political implications for the Republicans. I think he's missing sort of one of the other central issues, is that they're human beings. That's it. I went a little long. All right. Let's...
If kids get their throats slit upon return to Honduras, that won't affect a midterm election in Iowa.
Indeed.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. He's a horrible human being.